Creatinine high, 6 fruits to avoid, and 3 kidney-safe choices to eat. Have you ever looked at your test results, seen your creatinine levels steadily increasing, and wondered, I've been eating more fruit, trying to live healthier, so why are my kidneys still getting worse? If that thought has crossed your mind, the truth might be uncomfortable, but it could also be the most important information you need to know to protect your kidneys. Many people over 50, especially those with high creatinine levels, have never been told that some fruits considered healthy can silently put extra strain on their kidneys every day. There's no pain, no obvious symptoms, and by the time you realize it, the damage has already accumulated. I've met many people who gave up soda, chose fruit instead of sweets, and did almost everything recommended, yet their kidney function continued to decline. Not because they did something wrong, but because they weren't properly guided. In this video, I'll frankly and clearly share 6 types of fruit you should avoid if your creatinine is high, even though they are very common and touted as healthy, and point out 3 safer options that will reduce the burden on your kidneys if you eat them correctly. Number 1, dragon fruit. Let's start with dragon fruit, because this one confuses a lot of people. And honestly, I don't blame you. Dragon fruit looks like the perfect health food. It's bright, refreshing, full of water, and you'll often see it recommended in kidney-friendly meal plans because it's low in potassium. So naturally, many people with high creatinine think, great, this must be safe. But here's where things take a turn, and this is something I really want you to understand clearly. The real problem with dragon fruit is not potassium at all. It's something much quieter and much less talked about, and that's oxalates. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plant foods, and on their own, they don't seem dangerous. The issue starts when your kidneys are already under stress. When oxalates enter the body, they can bind with calcium inside the kidneys and form tiny, sharp crystals. I want you to picture this for a second. Imagine microscopic glass shards moving through delicate kidney tissue. You don't feel it right away. There's no instant pain, no warning sign. But over time, those crystals can irritate the kidney filters, trigger inflammation, and raise the risk of kidney stones, which then adds even more strain to kidneys that are already struggling. What makes dragon fruit tricky is how much oxalate it can contain without people realizing it. Around 100 grams of dragon fruit can deliver close to 100 milligrams of oxalates. For someone with kidney issues, many doctors recommend staying under about 50 milligrams a day. That means a small bowl of dragon fruit can quietly push you over the limit in one sitting, even though it feels light and healthy. This is why so many people feel frustrated when their creatinine keeps going up despite doing everything right. I'm sharing this not to scare you, but to empower you. Dragon fruit isn't evil, and for people with healthy kidneys, it may be fine once in a while. But if your creatinine is high, this is one of those foods that can slowly add stress without making a sound. It looks like a smart choice, tastes clean and refreshing, and yet behind the scenes, it may be making your kidneys work harder than they should. And once you understand that, you can make better choices without guessing or blaming yourself. Number 2, graviola. Let's talk about sour sop, also known as graviola, a fruit that's gained a legendary reputation online. It's often called a miracle fruit, full of antioxidants, and many people believe it protects against serious illness. I've met so many who add it to smoothies or juices daily, thinking they're doing something healthy. And I want to be clear, they are trying to do the right thing. The problem is that most advice leaves out a crucial detail for anyone with high creatinine. Sour sop is very high in potassium. Just 1 cup of pulp contains over 600 milligrams. Healthy kidneys might handle this, but for kidneys that are struggling, it can quickly raise blood potassium. High potassium doesn't just stress the kidneys. It can affect the heart, causing palpitations, muscle weakness, or even dangerous heart rhythm problems. The worst part is that these issues often appear silently until they become serious. There's also a compound called annanosin in sour sop, which has been studied for potential benefits but may pose risks to the nervous system with long-term exposure. This means there's a trade-off. Any potential benefit must be weighed against risks to your kidneys, heart, and nerves. If your creatinine is high, it's safest to avoid sour sop. Cutting back can protect your kidneys, heart, and nervous system over time. It may feel disappointing, but making careful choices now helps you stay healthier and more independent in the long run. Number 3, nectarines and peaches. Now let's talk about a mistake that happens almost every single day in the grocery store, and it's one of the most frustrating ones because it feels so innocent. Nectarines and peaches sit right next to each other. Same size, same color, same sweetness, and most people grab one or the other without thinking twice. And honestly, why wouldn't they? They look almost identical. But when it comes to kidney health, especially if your creatinine is high, this small choice can quietly make a real difference over time. Here's what most people don't realize. Even though nectarines and peaches come from the same family, nectarines naturally contain more potassium. A single medium nectarine has around 280 milligrams of potassium, while a peach of similar size has closer to 180 milligrams. On paper, that might not sound like a big gap. It's only about 100 milligrams, right? But this is where kidney health works differently than general nutrition advice. When your kidneys are already struggling to filter minerals efficiently, even modest increases in potassium can start to stack up day after day. I like to explain it this way because it really helps people understand. Think of potassium like money in a budget. When your kidneys are healthy, you can overspend a little and bounce back without consequences. But when kidney function is reduced, that same overspending starts to create debt. One nectarine won't cause a crisis, but choosing higher potassium options repeatedly without realizing it slowly pushes your potassium levels closer to unsafe territory. And the frustrating part is that you don't feel it happening. There's no pain, no warning signal, just lab numbers creeping in the wrong direction. That's why this simple switch matters so much. Choosing peaches instead of nectarines lowers your potassium intake without taking away enjoyment or flavor. You're not giving something up, you're just making a smarter trade. And here's a practical trick you can remember every time you shop. Fuzzy skin means peach. Smooth skin means nectarine. That 1-second check can help protect your kidneys over the long run. Small choices like this, repeated consistently, are often what make the biggest difference in keeping creatinine stable and giving your kidneys some much-needed breathing room. Number 4, dried fruit. Let's take a closer look at dried fruits, because this is one of the sneakiest traps for people trying to eat kidney-friendly. On the surface, dried fruit seems smart, small, convenient, and full of nutrients. But here's the hidden danger. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but the minerals like potassium stay and become concentrated. That means a tiny portion can contain far more potassium than fresh fruit. Take papaya, for example. Half of a fresh papaya already has about 390 milligrams of potassium, which is near the safe limit for people with kidney issues. Dry it, and just 100 grams of dried papaya can pack close to 1,000 milligrams of potassium. That's a single snack that could quietly spike potassium levels and stress your kidneys, especially if your creatinine is high. The risk is made worse because dried fruit is easy to overeat. Tossed into cereal, trail mix, or yogurt, it's simple to consume more potassium than your kidneys can safely handle, all without any immediate symptoms. Damage builds silently, showing up later in lab results, which leaves many people confused and frustrated. So here's the key. If your kidneys need care, skip dried fruits entirely. Fresh papaya in small portions and occasionally can be okay for some, but dried fruit is best avoided. It's not about fear. It's about making choices that truly protect your kidneys and help keep creatinine levels stable. Number 5, mango. Now let's talk about mango because this one is especially hard for a lot of people to hear. Mango feels like a reward. It's sweet, juicy, satisfying, and it's often described as nature's candy. Many people turn to mango after cutting back on processed sugar, thinking they've finally found a healthy treat they can enjoy without guilt. And I understand that feeling completely. The problem is not that mango is bad food. The problem is that mango is not kind to kidneys that are already under stress. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. A single medium mango contains roughly 320 milligrams of potassium. For someone with high creatinine, that's well above the commonly recommended per serving limit. And unlike some fruits that feel filling quickly, mango goes down easy. You don't stop at a few bites. You eat slices, chunks, maybe even a whole mango without thinking twice. And that's where the trouble starts. Potassium adds up fast, and weakened kidneys don't have the ability to clear it efficiently. I want you to think of potassium like weight on a bridge. A strong bridge can handle extra load without any problem, but when that bridge already has cracks, even a little extra weight can make things worse. Mango may not cause immediate symptoms, but repeated exposure over time can push potassium levels higher and higher. This increases the risk of muscle weakness, abnormal heart rhythms, and serious complications that often show up without warning. That's what makes mango so deceptive. It feels nourishing and comforting while quietly putting pressure on both the kidneys and the heart. So here's the honest and caring advice. If you're managing high creatinine or reduced kidney function, it's safest to step away from mango completely. This isn't about punishment or giving up joy. It's about protecting your kidneys so you can enjoy more years of health and independence. Mango will always be there. Your kidney function, once lost, is much harder to get back. And sometimes the most loving choice we can make for our body is knowing when to let something go. Number 6, jackfruit. Let's talk about jackfruit, a trendy plant-based meat substitute that many people love for its texture and flavor. But if your kidneys are struggling or your creatinine is high, jackfruit can quietly cause big problems. The issue is twofold. It's high in potassium and oxalates. Just 1 cup contains about 700 milligrams of potassium, already above the safe limit for someone with kidney issues. When kidneys can't filter potassium efficiently, levels can rise in the blood, increasing the risk of fatigue, muscle weakness, and serious heart rhythm problems. On top of that, jackfruit contains oxalates, which combine with calcium in your kidneys to form tiny crystals. Over time, these crystals irritate kidney tissue, trigger inflammation, and increase the risk of kidney stones. That means jackfruit doesn't just strain your kidneys in one way. It delivers a double burden, making it a risky choice for anyone trying to protect their kidney function. The good news is, you don't have to give up plant-based meals. Safer alternatives like shredded king oyster, mushrooms, or young green bananas offer similar texture and recipes, but are much gentler on your kidneys. Making small swaps like this can protect your kidneys, lower creatinine risk, and let you enjoy your meals without silently harming your health. Choosing wisely is about supporting your body, not giving up the foods you love. Now that we've covered the risky fruits, you're probably wondering, is there anything left that's safe to eat? The answer is yes, and it's time to shift how you think about fruit. Not all fruits are created equal when it comes to kidney health. Some fruits actually support your kidneys in subtle but powerful ways. Number 1, pears. Let's start with pears, because they're one of those fruits that can actually support your kidneys instead of quietly stressing them. Pears are naturally low in potassium, which makes them a safer choice if your creatinine is high. On top of that, they're packed with fiber, which is incredibly helpful for reducing inflammation throughout your body and supporting healthy circulation. One small change, like leaving the skin on when you eat a pear, can make a big difference because that's where much of the fiber is concentrated. Fiber doesn't just help your digestive system. It also helps manage blood sugar and cholesterol, both of which play a role in kidney health. Another interesting benefit of pears is their impact on pulse pressure, a measure of the difference between your systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Studies suggest that eating pears can help lower pulse pressure, and that's important because high pulse pressure can strain your kidneys over time. Including pears in your diet is a simple, natural way to support your kidneys, help keep inflammation in check, and maintain healthier circulation. It's a gentle, easy addition that can make a real difference, especially when you're carefully managing your diet for kidney health. Number 2, mandarins. Another great choice for protecting your kidneys is mandarins. These little fruits are not just sweet and easy to enjoy, they're packed with citrate, a natural compound that can help prevent kidney stones. Citrate works by binding with calcium in your urine, stopping it from forming the tiny crystals that can grow into painful stones over time. That's a huge benefit if your kidneys are already under stress or if you've had issues with stones in the past. On top of that, mandarins are moderate in potassium, which means they won't overload your kidneys like some other fruits can, and they're low in oxalates, so they avoid the risk that comes with fruits like dragon fruit or dried papaya. Eating mandarins can also provide a nice boost of vitamin C and antioxidants, supporting overall health without creating extra work for your kidneys. What's great about mandarins is how easy they are to incorporate into your daily routine. They're portable, naturally sweet, and perfect for snacking or adding to salads and smoothies. For anyone managing high creatinine, choosing fruits like mandarins is a simple, delicious way to enjoy fruit while giving your kidneys the care they need. It's not just about restriction, it's about making smarter, safer choices that actually support your long-term kidney health, and mandarins fit perfectly into that plan. Number 3, pineapple. And finally, let's talk about pineapple, a fruit that often gets overlooked but can be a true friend to your kidneys. Pineapple is naturally low in potassium, which immediately makes it a safer choice for anyone managing high creatinine or struggling with kidney function. But the benefits don't stop there. Pineapple contains bromelain, a powerful enzyme known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation is a silent contributor to kidney stress, and by helping to reduce it, bromelain can support healthier kidney function over time. Eating pineapple can also be refreshing and enjoyable, offering a sweet, tangy flavor that feels like a treat without the worry of overloading your system with potassium or oxalates. It's perfect for snacking on its own, blending into smoothies, or adding a tropical twist to salads, giving you variety while keeping your kidneys safe. What's so wonderful about pineapple is that it combines safety with real nutritional value, anti-inflammatory benefits, vitamin C and fiber, all in one delicious package. For anyone trying to protect their kidneys, incorporating pineapple into your diet is a simple, enjoyable way to make a positive impact without feeling restricted. Choosing fruits like pineapple, mandarins, or pears isn't just about following a list. It's about understanding how each choice affects your kidneys and empowering yourself to take care of your health every day. By picking these kidney-friendly fruits, you're giving your body the tools it needs to reduce stress, fight inflammation, and maintain function, and that kind of care pays off in energy, well-being, and peace of mind. Making these small, intentional choices can feel surprisingly rewarding, and the best part is knowing that each bite is supporting your kidneys quietly but powerfully, helping you stay healthier for the long run. Managing kidney health doesn't have to be scary or feel like giving up everything you love. It's about making smarter choices. You don't need to cut out all fruits, but knowing which ones are safe and which ones add stress makes a big difference. Avoid high potassium and high oxalate fruits like jackfruit, mango, and dried papaya, and focus on kidney-friendly options like pears, mandarins, and pineapple. Small, consistent changes protect your kidneys, reduce inflammation, and slow disease progression. Your kidneys and your overall health will thank you. If this video helped, subscribe and turn on notifications for more kidney tips, and check out our other videos for easy ways to stay healthy.